Final levels in video games. They do a lot of good things, like, for example, try to pose threat or ominousy upon the player. Great examples would be the Tower of Fate in Shovel Knight, Inkwell Hell from Cuphead, and The Abyss from Hollow Knight. All of them do a great job on posing threat and, again, ominousy upon the player, which is what I think a final level should do if they want the player to feel sort of uncomfortable and make them feel that they're reaching the final level of the game. But none of these great examples match the overall greatness of a final level that is Titanic Monarch from Sonic Mania. Now, Sonic games in general aren't really well known for their final levels. I mean, there are also great ones like Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes, but there are also bad ones like Eggman's Facility from Sonic Forces, or whatever the fuck it's called. I won't go bother checking. But in general, final levels in Sonic aren't very threatening, per se, especially from a music standpoint. I mean, some of the songs don't really give you, like, a scary feeling or a threatening feeling, and they don't really make you feel like you're reaching the final level of the game. And to prove my point, let's look at some of the songs in the classic games. First of all, Scrap Brain. Now, this does kind of give you, like, a threatening feeling. The song does, I guess, but it's mostly based on the environment that tells you that this is basically the final level of the game. And the high-pitched Genesis sounds of the song kind of ruined the threateniness of the level itself. Well, at least in my opinion. And now let's move on to Metropolis. Now, this one isn't even trying to be threatening. The song is incredibly jazzy, and it doesn't make you feel like this is it. This is the final level of the game. Plus, the colorful greenness of the level it doesn't make you feel threatened at all. Like, I really don't understand what they were trying to go with here. Now, the Death Egg Zone from Sonic 3 kind of has the same problem that I've had with Scrap Brain Zone, is that most of the ominousy comes from the environment, but the music has this really high pitch that just kind of feels out of place. Anyway, now that we're done with those, let us move on to Titanic Monarch's music. The song opens up with a baroque-ish feel to it, which is a type of music that is mostly heard in cathedrals and such, which obviously doubles up the menacing feel to it. Not to mention, static noises can be heard in the background of the song, which definitely gives off the feeling of a very messy and very threatening environment. This music is just so fucking great, and I could literally just make an entire fucking video on why this music works. But I can't fucking do that because it's already been done. A YouTuber by the name of Onegaku Concept already did an entire fucking video on why this music goddamn works. And I should definitely recommend checking out, it's really fucking good. Seriously, this music is almost as good as the environment in the level. And speaking of the environment, look at this fucking shit. Look at the goddamn background. Holy fuck. You thought the fucking Death Egg background was impressive? Look at this shit. Holy fuck. Not to mention how everything is fucking dark lit on the foreground also gives off a really ominous feeling. I mean, the ugly yellow, the really disgusting green, and especially the dark lit reds. Everything here just makes you feel like you're entering Eggman's lair. Plus, I also gotta mention that most of the level design just revolves on you just going up, like you're climbing up a mountain or something to reach your goal. This level is just so fucking climactic and great, I love it. But hey, all of that I just talked about was only Act 1. Act 2 is even fucking greater. Wow. Now, at this point, you expect me to probably, at this point of the video, to talk about more about Act 2 more. But for now, I just kind of want to keep this video kind of short, so I'm not going to talk about Act 2 too much. So I might as well end it here and say that Titanic Monarch is probably one of the best final levels in a video game, at least in my opinion. I just think it's really fucking great, and I know a lot of fucking effort went into making this zone happen, and I do appreciate that effort. And it just kind of makes me wish that there were a lot more original levels in Mania, because just seeing shit like this just outright amazes me. And that is all I'm gonna say right now. Thank you for watching.